How much do you really know about the intricate process of goat butchery? It's a fascinating journey, one that requires skill, precision, and a deep respect for the animal. Today we delve into this intriguing world, demystifying the process and giving you an insight into the art of goat butchery. The process begins with selecting a healthy goat from the herd. The butcher looks for a robust, well-fed animal, usually around a year old. This ensures the meat will be tender and flavorful. Once the right goat is chosen, it's led to the slaughterhouse, and here the process begins in earnest. The first step is humane, quick killing, often done by a single, carefully placed incision. It's important to know this step is done with the utmost respect to the animal, minimizing any distress. After the animal has passed, the butcher then proceeds to bleed or burning the goat. Following the humane killing and bleeding, the next step in our process is skinning and evisceration. This part of the process is done with precision and care. The butcher begins by carefully removing the skin, ensuring not to damage the meat underneath. The skinning process is meticulous, aiming to preserve the quality of the meat that lies beneath. Once the skin has been removed, we move on to evisceration. This involves removing the internal organs of the goat. It's important to note that cleanliness and hygiene are paramount throughout this process to avoid any contamination. With the skin and internal organs successfully removed, we're left with the carcass, now ready for the next stage of butchering. Now comes the meticulous part of our process, butchering. The carcass, now devoid of skin and internal organs, is ready to be divided into primal cuts. The primal cuts are the initial division of the carcass, each section having its own unique characteristics and uses. The butcher, with his skilled hands and sharp knife, separates the carcass into these large sections. Next, these primal cuts are further broken down into subprimal cuts. This requires precision and a deep understanding of the animal's anatomy. The butcher carefully carves each piece, ensuring the cuts are clean and even, preserving the quality of the meat. Each of these cuts is used for various dishes. For instance, the shoulder cut is perfect for roasts, while the loin is ideal for steaks. The ribs make for a delightful barbecue, and the legs can be used for hearty stews. The carcass is now divided into various cuts, each with its own culinary uses. The art of butchering is a combination of skill, knowledge, and respect for the animal, turning the process into a culinary craft. Now that our goat has been expertly butchered into various cuts, the final step in our process is packaging. Each cut is placed into a vacuum-sealed bag. This method helps to maintain the freshness and quality of the meat by removing air, which can cause freezer burn and spoilage. The butcher then labels each package with the type of cut and the date it was processed. Proper labeling is crucial to ensure that the meat is used while it's at its peak. Finally, the packaged cuts are stored in a cool, dry place, typically a freezer, where they can be safely kept until they're ready to be cooked. With the meat properly packaged and stored, we have brought the process of goat butchery to its completion. From the selection of the goat to the final packaging, every step has been carried out with care and respect for the animal, ensuring that the meat you consume is of the highest quality.